So then item I, race to the top memorandum of understanding.
I did, attach that information into the board agenda, or, to Neptune. I don't know if you remember, we did this the first go around. The board signed the MOU along with myself. We did not force the DEA to sign on board. Since then, they've had some additional time to work with the union and the different constituencies, various groups, et cetera. And so the DEA is more than willing to sign on board with this one. They're looking for $250 million for the state of Wisconsin. There's again $3 billion remaining in the race to the top money, the second round of funding. The first round of funding, they only gave it to 2 states. I think it was Delaware, if I'm not mistaken, and Tennessee were the only 2, and Wisconsin was ranked 26. So there had to be some significant changes, for Wisconsin to approve. And when I say 26, they weren't that far apart from some of the others. There was a huge cluster in that area, and Wisconsin truly feels they've improved their application process. So 2 things we'll have to take a look at. Again, WSB and all the, WASDA and so on are all recommending all boards get on board with this sign up. Some of the money increased. I think the first round was $60,000 per district. Now it's 70. The money that would be coming to TOMA would be based on the Title I funding formula, and so TOMA stands to get $460,000, almost $461,000. It still allows you the option in September. The state will not find out until September whether they got the $250,000, some, none, or all of it. And then school districts at that time will have 90 days to either develop your comprehensive plan or drop out. You still have the opt-out. So,
at that point, Bob, the plan would be more, we'd know what it is more, what is expected, what's...
Right, and there, on page, I think it's up on the screen, page 6 of the Exhibit 1, there's 2 areas. 1 we need to sign, 2 we need to put TOMA on the front line of Exhibit 1, but then this is the one that some of the districts are looking at where it says optional activities. Use the results of formative evaluation systems to inform compensation, promotion, or advancement decisions. Participating local education agencies may choose to implement none, some, or all of these activities at their discretion and without penalty. LEA should check the box for any item they wish to implement or for any item already in place in the district. So what they're looking at is, and again, these are optional, opportunities to pursue advanced professional certification for teachers and principals, including certification by the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. The second one is career ladders for promotion, additional compensation, or advancement of teachers based on additional responsibilities and other qualifications. And the third one is career ladders for promotion, additional compensation, or advancement of principals based on additional responsibilities or other qualifications. So there's really only a couple of things to check. You don't have to check any of these. I probably would recommend at this point not to check any of them. You can always implement them if you want to. They clearly are optional. I think I would just recommend to you to sign the MOU, sign the Exhibit 1, and send it in. It is due tomorrow, May 21st by 4 p.m. And so, as I said, I've not asked the union. The union is more than willing to sign it, but I said I don't want you to sign it until the board makes a decision on whether they're going to participate. And again, I would strongly recommend with roughly $61,000 on the line that the board, go for it and see if the state gets the money. I think one of the big differences, and the reason Wisconsin needs to improve is, there's a huge achievement gap, one of the biggest achievement gaps in the nation. And so one of the main things that's different this go around than the first go around is they are carving out some funds for the 6 largest school districts, such as Milwaukee, Racine, Kenosha, Beloit, and I don't remember who else, but to improve instruction in those communities. So a lot of schools at that time, I expect a huge percentage. I think it was 80-some% or better that signed up for round 1, which was very favorable. Again, I expect very high numbers this go around to sign up and apply for it. And I think at that time, if the schools get the money, or the state gets the money. I would not be surprised if some school districts will opt out and figure that $70,000 for a school district may not be enough to do anything. So they may say it's not worth the effort. And my understanding is that money goes back into the kitty or into the pool, and we could ultimately end up with more. So if enough schools opt out, and let's just say there's $500,000, Toma could stand to benefit from that also. So there's a lot of information in here. I showed you the schools and what each one tends to, look to receive and so on, and some commitments on behalf of the district. But again, WASB and WASDA are all recommending that boards sign up and sign the MOU. And like I said, the more signatures you get with the board president, the superintendent, and the local, union, the more points that go towards getting their application approved.
I make a motion that we approve signing the Race to the Top memorandum of understanding for the second round.
Second.
We have a motion and a second then to sign on to the Race to the Top memorandum of understanding as the second round. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.